as so often with K-series and F-series motors, the locking tab here has broken. Honda will kindly sell you this whole engine harness. I haven't priced it up because I honestly didn't want to know. But Ballard Sports and several other vendors do have replacements that basically allow you to just replace the connector. Now on this one, I've already replaced the connector, and it's a relatively simple but very fiddly job. So you basically see this one's falling apart. So you pull out the locking cover, put that aside, and I'd also pull out the weather stripping, because in this particular case they're so broken internally. This one's not too bad, the other one was a lot worse. The other one completely fell apart. But anyway, so once you've disassembled them this far, you have to take these 3 pins out, and they're locking pins basically on top of them where I just put the unlock tool in. If you look at the back, you can, if you pull the protector back, you can see there are 3 colors. So it's got white, center is black, and the outside one is black and yellow, and they have to go back in that same order. But anyway, you basically pry up the locks in here, so that, yeah, and then you can pull out the connectors. In my case they're all breaking, but that's okay, because at the end of the day I've got replacements. Don't try this if you don't have replacement parts for these. Okay, interestingly, the center one is still stuck. Okay, now you can pull this whole thing off. That's what they look like when you've got this connector off, right? So the white goes where the clip is, black is center, and black and yellow is opposite from the clip. So I'm not going to get the replacement parts, and we'll just slowly reassemble it and then do it for the remaining 2. Okay, so to reassemble those, we get our new housing, and you can see this has a fresh clip in there. It's hard to see, but you basically start pushing the pins in there. I have to push them in one by one. And if you push them in all the way, you get an audible click. I don't know if the microphone's going to pick it up. Then you just make sure you got all of them in the right order. So we'll just double check that this one is black and yellow. It is. So black, pure black goes in the center, same deal. And carefully try to push them in there. Right, carefully try to push it in there. Oh, why is that not going in all the way? So, okay, then the last one. Okay. You absolutely have to push them in until you hear the connectors click, because otherwise when you try to connect the coils, they're going to start pushing the coils back, and that's the fiddly part about this job. Okay, I don't want to damage anything, but I'm trying to just help these along a bit. And so 2 are clicked in, and the last one is about to get in there too. Okay, it's almost all the way in, and now we can hopefully, yeah, that's, yeah. Okay, next thing to put in is this weather seal. That just fits over the whole thing, and I'm using one of the deep pinning tools again to push it down. Right. Okay, just push it all the way down. And then we put the cover back on. So this is how this thing goes in. Right, it's the same everywhere, so you have those two notches. They go up if you look at the connector that way, and you just basically kind of carefully seat it on there, and then push it in all the way home. And if you could see what I can see over the camera, you can see the connectors in here. So that's 2 out of 4 done. I'm going to turn off the camera because the last 2 are even more fiddly. But it's actually a surprisingly simple job. I was expecting more hassle with this. So if you have a K series or an F series, it's probably worth doing.